Oh, hear the jingle bells? It's holiday time at Larry's Country Diner. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday season and glad you could spend a little time with us. Right now, here's a fella that we know as old Santa Claus himself around the diner. Here's Larry.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. All right. The promise is grace be with you, mercy and peace from God. Not bad for a Christmas show. 2 John 1:3. And on this day, Christmas Day, guess who had a birthday? Barbara Mandrell, Steve Warner. Yeah, they all both had birthdays.
Steve Noel Warner.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's his middle name.
My wife and I put out a Christmas card one time, and it was Airy and Ooh and back. And it was our Noel Christmas.
That's clever.
There you go. Over most people's heads, but it's our Noel Christmas, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Washington crosses the Delaware and surprises and defeats the enemy at 1776. Silent Night, 1818, first known Christmas carol. Silent Night, Holy Night, sung in Austria. Stars and Stripes Forever, written by John Philip Sousa, was unveiled on this day in 1896. And in 1990, Godfather 3 premieres. And the first successful run of the system, which would become the World Wide Web, in 1990 on Christmas Day. Don't know where Al Gore was on that day. But in any event. Candy canes. Know the history of candy canes? During the 17th century, craftsmen created white sticks of candy in the shape of shepherd's crooks at the suggestion of the choir master at the Cologne Cathedral in Germany. The candy treats were given to children to keep them quiet during the ceremonies of the Nativity, and that's when candy canes become associated with Christmas.
Huh.
I like that. And that's it. What?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's happening?
Whoa.
What's happening? Hug time. What I'm going to get you to do so I can introduce you properly. Christmas is about grandkids and kids. And I have to hug all of them. Come here.
Better.
Yep. This one. Oh, come here. Oh, there's Sam Bam. All right. I need Devin and Eden and Ari. Hi, Ari. Good to see you. Now, if you'll go out front so they can meet you all. All right, go out front. That's Nathan, Brandon, Asher, Nicholas, Avery, Melina, Ari snuck in, Sam Bam, Eden, and Devin. Those are the 10 grandchildren.
I can remember all those. You have a cue card?
Very good.
I had cue cards for all of them. Let's see. All of Jared's kids, put up your hands. All right, there should be 5 of them. All right, those 5, Jared they have this point of incredible, extreme honesty. Is there a Santa Claus? There was a St. Nicholas, who was a man that went around doing good. So this one, Sam Bam, down here, raise your hand, Sam Bam. Look at them, out that way. Turn around. That's Sam Bam. He was in the back of the car when he found out from his brothers and sisters that no, indeed, there is not what everybody else contemplates as the typical go to Santa, sit on his knee. He's sitting in the back of the car, and he goes, well, I believe in Grammy.
Next best thing.
Guys, thank you. You can exit now. Thank you for coming. Whichever way you want to go out.
Turn back around.
Follow Coach Luann.
That's right. Thank you, guys.
Bye, folks.
Bye. See you later. Now be quiet. No.
What a way to get out of school.
I know.
Be generous, Papa.
Yeah. We did that because the song Bill's going to sing is still believing in Christmas. And it's so much for kids. I mean, we all love Christmas, but it is all about the children in our house. And we
What
love
do they
it.
call you? Did they call you Pop?
Papa.
They call you Papa.
Papa. P-O-P-P-A.
And where did you get those matching shirts, Black University?
What, you didn't know about our college?
No.
Well, the diner is funding. No, I'm just kidding.
Funding a lot of college, aren't you? Yeah.
Actually, it's one of those things that came in the mail, that they sent it to every person whose name was black. I almost said to every black person in America, but to every person whose name is black. And it was like, said Black University. I thought, well, I like that. I'll order some of those. Did you have a Sealy University?
No,
But
it wasn't a Sealy. It was another family we did it for.
it's one of those things. So I did that, and they were complaining about how cold it was in here. And I said, well, put on the jerseys.
Yeah.
Stop complaining. Go talk to your Grammy, not me. I'm working. Still believing in Christmas.
This is a narration. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I thought it was a song.
No, well, it's set to music. You mentioned Silent Night being written or premiered on Christmas Day. That's what the sheriff's going to play over here in the background.
Right.
This is a very powerful piece of material. I wanted to share it.
Please do.
Today. Yeah.
Please do.
Well, it's my favorite time of year again. Of course, I'm talking about Christmas. Oh, I've got so many wonderful memories of Christmases in my life. Everybody gathering at our house, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Going with my daddy to pick out just the perfect Christmas tree for the whole family to decorate. I once even played the part of the shepherd in a Christmas play at church. Oh, and I remember how hard it used to be to go to sleep on Christmas Eve night, knowing that Santa would soon be on his way. But you know, kind of seems to me like things have changed down through the years. I first began to notice it when people started writing Xmas instead of Christmas. And now there's people that want to call Christmas the winter break or the winter holiday. And that's sad to me, because the first word in Christmas is Christ. And it's His birthday that those of us who call ourselves Christians celebrate every December the 25th. I wouldn't dare try to tell somebody else that they couldn't celebrate the holiday of their faith any way that they might see fit. The last time I checked, this was still the land of the free. And that means that I'm free to celebrate Christmas for what it means to me. So this year I'm going to send all my friends Christmas cards, and I'm going to buy Christmas presents, and I'm going to sing Christmas carols and eat Christmas cookies. And I'm going to say the Christmas story, tell it to my kids, my grandkids, and anybody else that might care to listen. Okay, call me politically incorrect if you want to. I've been called a lot worse things than that in my life. I've seen a lot of Christmases come and go down through the years, and I'm looking forward to this one, and the next one, and the next one. So allow me to say to you and yours, from me and mine, Merry Christmas. Because even after all of this time, in fact, maybe now even more than ever, I am still believing in Christmas.
Good. Very good. All right. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Is that on this one, Still Believing in Christmas?
That's an album that about 14 or 15 of us got together, and everybody does one song on there. The title of the album is Still Believing in Christmas, and the last song on there is me doing Still Believing in Christmas. But Jimmy Dickens is on there, and Porter Wagner, and Gene Watson, and Lori Morgan, T.G. Shepherd. There's all kinds of
David
of our
Frizzell,
friends, David
Tanya
Frizzell,
Tucker.
a lot of our friends from
Yeah.
Country's Family Reunion.
And the Jordanaires were with you on that.
Yeah.
one. Still Believing in Christmas. Available at BillAnderson.com?
Bill Anderson. I was going to say JimEdBrown.com. He wouldn't forward the emails to me. So, yeah. It's
He's selling cheesecakes.
Hey, Jim Ed, let's make a deal. With every CD they order, you throw in a free cheesecake. Free piece of cheesecake.
What I get out of this?
A trip to Boot Daddy.
You get some cologne.
That's right. We don't mess around on this show. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Larry. It's always great to be
Thank you
with you.
for being here. Thank you.
Deals being made.
Let's take a break. Get us out of here. We'll be right back.
We'll be back with more of our Christmas show right after this. Larry's Country Diner.
Righto, righto, righto. Very good. Tonight.
Welcome back to Larry's Country Diner. It is Christmas time. This is the only place in town where you
That's
can
right.
actually find figgy pudding. We've got it right here. Here's Larry.
We have thicky pudding?
Yes.
What is thicky pudding?
I don't know. It's in the song. I just never knew what it was. What's figgy pudding?
What is it? Figgy.
Figgy, yeah.
So like figs and stuff? Figgy pudding.
See, nobody knows what it is. It's like nobody eats fruitcake. You just pass it around every Christmas.
That's right. Just
I eat
keep passing. You eat fruitcake?
I love it.
That all
I love
stops
it
at your house.
Yeah.
Good. Come on.
Here we go.
Oh! Nadine!
Nadine. See,
Got her own theme song.
Your own theme
where'd
song,
you
my
get your own
goodness.
theme song from?
The boy on the ladder up there. He was hiding. He was trying to get away.
He was just not willing to accept the responsibility for that.
No.
What's going on, Nadine?
Well, I just sort of think Christmas is a little bit weird.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's the only time of year you just sit there in front of a dead tree eating candy out of your socks.
Hadn't quite thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Yep. But I know one thing.
What?
There'd been 3 wise women in Bethlehem.
Excuse
We
me?
would have asked for directions, and we would have gotten there on time. We would have delivered that baby and cleaned a stable, cooked a meal, and we would have brought more practical gifts.
That's true.
If it'd been 3 wise women.
3 wise women. They're hard to find.
That's right.
Well, we got our children's pageant.
Go
We
ahead.
got our children's pageant tonight.
Ignore me.
Yeah, I tried, but it just didn't work real well. He's throwing me off. He's trying to throw me off. But anyway, I want to tell y'all, though, if y'all hadn't had candlelight services with people that have no business holding a lighted candle, you have missed the most exciting time of this season. But I want to tell you something. I talked to a lady last night. I was over at the hospital visiting it, and I have never felt so sorry for somebody in my life. I'm hoping her husband will be home for Christmas. But this was the saddest story. He was out in the backyard working on an old motorcycle for their son.
Yeah.
And he was revving it up back there in the backyard, and it came flying through. Somehow the gear shifted. He came flying through their back door. And
On the motorcycle?
On the motorcycle, dragging him. And he flipped in the kitchen. It laid over and spilled gasoline everywhere.
Oh, boy.
But she ran and called 911, and they rushed him to the hospital, and he was all right. They released him and sent him home, and he got home and looked at the mess it made. He was so upset, so depressed. He went upstairs, and he sat down on the toilet. And he lit up a cigarette.
Oh, no.
And unbeknownst to him, he did not know his wife had sopped up all that gasoline with the paper towels, got it out of the house. She put it in the toilet. And he flipped that cigarette between his legs down there, and that place exploded. And this hospital visit was not as short as the first one. He was there about 3 months, but they're hoping he'll be home by
Christmas,
Christmas. Yeah. But he did, she said he learned 2 valuable lessons.
Which was?
One was that smoking is hazardous to your health. And the other one is the only butt that needs to be close to the toilet's your own.
Oh, no.
Nadine? I'm just going to let that one go. I ain't even gonna mess with it.
Well, I'm glad you are. I'm praying for the man. I think it's bad. I think it's sad. Myself. But I got a holiday tip for y'all.
Which is?
Don't open that mouth and look for snowflakes until all them birds fly south.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna give you all a church sign that Keith gave me. He went over there
If
and
Keith
found.
gave you one.
Keith gave
Yeah.
me one. It was on his church sign, and it said, "Be ye fishers of men. We'll catch them. He'll clean them."
Oh, that's not bad.
That's right. So don't judge people. Just catch them, and he'll clean them. We don't have to clean them.
I like it.
I do too.
You need anything else to eat?
I'd like another piece of that cheesecake.
Where did the cheesecake all go?
It's all gone.
I never did get any.
All gone.
Everybody ate it, except I saved
What's,
Nadine.
except you saved you a piece over there.
No, Nadine.
I see that.
She
All
gave me
right.
lemon
That
because
part
she
of
knows I don't like it.
Helen Cornelius
Yes.
is in the building.
Come up here.
I have here a Smoky Mountain Country Christmas that you're on.
Yes.
And I think there's another one that both you and Jim Ed are on.
Yes. And I
Which
think
is
on Smoky
A
Mountain
Christmas in the Smokies.
Yeah, and I think that on this one I did Mary, Did You Know?
Mary, did you know?
I did.
Did you really?
I did.
Mailbox money.
Yes.
I bet you did it better than me.
I
Sure
did.
did. How many times has that thing been cut? Do you know?
I don't know. I've learned not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Buddy, did you know?
No, a lot of times. Thank you for cutting it. I
Oh,
bet
it's
it's beautiful.
awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love the song. And
Wow.
you did it so awesome today.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, he did.
Beautiful.
Well, now we've got Christmas, Let It Snow.
Yes. And you know, I grew up in Missouri, south of Hannibal, Missouri, in the country. Oh, my goodness, did we have snow. I mean, well, of course, I was a little bitty then, too, but it seemed awfully high to me.
A little bitty then, too.
But we would play in the snow all the time. We'd come in, and we were very poor. They heated with a wood stove, and they'd have a clothesline hung up in the living room, and Mama would hang up our leggings and our mittens and all of our wet clothes, and she'd always have chocolate milk ready for us from fresh cow milk.
Oh, boy.
And so we had we had a great time. But I do remember you talking about Christmas. We had a two-story home, and on the 2 bedrooms upstairs was my sisters and I all shared the same bed. Yes. And on the other side of the upstairs was Mom and Daddy, and then my brother had a bedroom downstairs. So
He got his own bedroom.
He had his own. So one Christmas we decided there must be a way we can find out if Mom and Daddy are Santa Claus.
Okay.
So we tied binder twine across the top of the banister.
Oh, no.
But you know what? My brother tattled. And so the next morning, the binder twine was just as straight and wonderful. And we had a little Christmas. It's always a little Christmas. And we knew that Santa Claus was Santa.
He was
There
real.
you go.
He was real.
Because nobody could have gotten through that. if it
No,
wasn't
no.
Santa.
Except a tattling brother.
Yeah, right.
But we did. Yeah, I still laugh about that. I think that had they not known, we could have created all kinds of disaster.
That's right.
With tripping over binder twine and rolling all the
Yep.
way down the steps.
The real Santa would have been laying at the foot of the stairs.
Yes, the real Santa would, and then us chillins would have been dead the next day. No, we did. We had great times out there.
Fantastic. Let's have a little Let It Snow.
All right. You know, I would be ready for some.
The weather outside is frightful, but inside it's so delightful. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, so I brought some corn for popping. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear is still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, Jimmy. I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I love it. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, we can get this one at, I just like to push this stuff because it's the only way people can get good stuff anymore. At HelenCornelius.com? Mm-hmm. Do you have a HelenCornelius.com?
I do. Uh-huh.
And they can get that record there?
Yes.
Well, all right. We'll do that. So let me see. I've had BuddyGreen.com. I've had JeannieSeeley.com, JimEdBrown.com, MandyBarnett.com, BillAnderson.com.
Larry'sCountryDiner.com.
You can go to Larry's Country Diner. I can't get any Christmas stuff. Well, you can get some
Never
Christmas
know.
presents. Oh.
Got our glasses.
Oh, that's right. You can get these at Larry'sCountryDiner.com. I don't know what we call it, but I like it, whatever it is. Let's get out of here. We'll be right back.
Guess who ended up with the Jim Ed Brown cheesecake? Oh, we'll be right back. Hey, Country Diner. This is delicious.
It is good.
Ho, ho, ho.
Now sing.
Yeah, well, first we got Christmas Day. And welcome back to our Christmas show, Larry's Country Diner. Larry, can I point somebody out in the
Please
audience?
do.
A lady I spent a whole lot of Christmas
Does Emmy
with.
Joe know?
Yes. That's my sister, Carol Joyner, her husband, Jerry. Of course, my lovely wife, Emmy Joe.
Uh-huh.
My friend, Jim Brady, sitting there. I haven't spent any Christmases with him. But,
No.
but Carol, thank you for
Not
being
unless
here.
you were incarcerated.
Yeah, that's right.
He
We
and the
go way
sheriff.
back. That's right. I know a lot of law enforcement.
You do?
Yeah.
Wonder
For
why.
good reasons. I mean, they're friends, and not the other reason.
You didn't meet him prior to that?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. I'm a good boy.
Right.
At least I don't get caught.
As I was going to say, if you hadn't gotten caught, that's all it is. Well, we're having a nice little Christmas party here, and we talked about Christmas being family. There is a Christmas family here, Linda Davis Family Christmas. Now, come on up here.
Okay.
Why did you, this is family Christmas because your daughter Hillary with Lady Annabella and your husband Lane Scott is all on this. Now, do they sing with you on this?
There's songs we share. There's songs Lane does by himself. Hillary's got one, and I got one by myself. So we just it's a hodgepodge.
Kind of throwed it together.
It's like a nice quilt.
Where?
Quilt. A quilt.
Bill Turner, come in front of the camera, please.
Uh-oh.
This guy, Bill Turner, everybody in this room who has performed at all has worked with this guy.
Absolutely.
For years and years and years.
And his daddy before him.
That's right. That's
He was
right.
telling me that he remembers when Hillary was born.
Yes. On Jim Ed's birthday.
Oh my goodness.
So that
See?
she was lucky that day on April Fool's.
How does that make sense?
No, not yet. Because when you said when they were all out in the
T&M
parking
days.
lot of the diner, I almost said dressing rooms. Diners don't have dressing rooms. They were in the parking lot waiting to come into the diner. You felt it was like a redo of the old Opryland days.
It really was. I mean, especially what we've done over the last couple of months. I mean, I had people I used to work with at Opryland. And then, of course, Jim Ed was the host of the very first television show I did.
Yeah.
You
Shortly
Can Be a
after
Star.
that, Linda did a show, and Lang was on a show I did, and I'm like,
Lang was
What
the
is it?
first winner.
It's a reunion.
He was the first winner.
Yeah, he was the first
right.
winner.
First
You
winner.
Can Be a
First
Star.
winner of You Can Be a Star? Yeah. Were you really? See, it was before my day.
Jim Ed crowned him.
Odd thing is, Larry, the day that Hillary was born, we were in production with Fandango, I believe it was. And I'll be dog, Alan Reed made me come to work. I
believe it.
In the morning, and I was at the studio at 8 o'clock in the morning.
There was a
Oh, my goodness.
there was a producer, for those of you watching, that named Alan Reed, who produced several shows at what was then TNN, and Bill Anderson hosted one show, Jim Ed hosted a show, and the You Can Be a Star thing. I eventually wound up doing the Stairway thing with Bill with Jim Ed, and you were working then for Alan Reed. I mean, it's a hodgepodge, you know.
A quilt.
It's a quilt.
That's what it is. It's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
They're hollering at me, Larry. I better get out of here.
Okay, see you later. Thank you. Why did he go into the kitchen?
I don't know.
I think there's some cheesecake back there.
Cheesecake back there. Linda, what will Christmas be like at your house this year?
Oh, goodness. Our family's grown.
You now have a son-in-law
Yes,
in the
we
mix.
do. We love him very much. His name is Chris.
Chris. What does Chris do? Is he in the music business also?
He's a drummer
He's a drummer.
for Lady A.
See, keep it in the family.
So
Keep
they
'em
get
working.
to travel together.
Oh,
So that's
excellent.
nice. Lang and I toured and we're on the road for a long time together. So I'm happy for Hillary.
How did that work?
Which part?
Pick up one of those mics there.
We will be 28. Well, it's 28 years we've been together, so it's
Wow.
working out pretty good.
We both played in Reba's band for about 8 years, and I carried a lot of Linda's luggage in from the bus to the hotel rooms, I'll tell you that.
That's before they had wheels on the suitcases.
Oh, see.
He loved me.
He loved you lots.
Yeah.
Had to do all that.
No, it
Thank
worked
you.
out good. We had been married, we'd already been married for about 7 years before we went out and actually toured together, so.
So how long were you on the road?
8.
Yeah, 8 years.
Really? You probably said that and I missed it.
The hardest part was
8 years.
8, Larry, 8.
Look at that. Why do I get picked on?
Because you're such a good target.
Huh?
I don't.
What?
the hardest part was Hillary was born, and Lang's mom and daddy watched her while we traveled most of the time. So we got to take her some, but that was
That's tough.
the sacrifice. And
That's tough. You come home and all of a sudden she's walking and singing and playing drums or
oh,
something.
missed a lot, but she
Yeah.
also got to share in a lot. And I thought for the longest that she was going to run the other direction, but anyway, I guess.
Obviously, you marked that child.
I don't know.
Marked her well.
Riley Jean's the one that's going to make us all famous because she's got herself a little spirit and personality that's going to set the world on fire.
She was with you at one of the Larry's Country Diner shows.
She sure was. She
No
enjoyed
shyness about her.
it. No.
What do you think she will do?
Well, right now she's the Tammy Wynette reincarnated.
Is that right?
She loves Tammy and she loves these artists in this room, and she likes the traditional country music. So
Good for her. Good
she's
for
going
her.
to keep that going. Yeah.
Good for mommy
She's
and
gonna
daddy
keep that
for
going.
training her up right.
That's unusual. We were riding around the other day, and she starts singing "Fox on the Run" in the back seat of the.
All right. Raising that kid.
And how old is she?
She's 12.
12. Well, I remember her sitting over there, quite a bundle.
Yeah, she's a mess.
That's cool.
Well, I'm glad to spend Christmas with all of y'all.
Excellent.
Such a nice
Linda Davis.
treat.
All right. Get us out of here. We'll be right back.
Oh, we've got a rendition of "Ho Holy Night" from Jimmy Fortune coming up. You do not want to.
Was that Ho Holy Night?
No.
Oh Holy Night.
Friends and family gathered round, we're glad you're with us at Larry's Country Diner at Christmas time. Here's Larry.
She's having a bad hat day.
I am.
It's even got Larry's Country Diner on it.
Of course it does.
Well, shoot, man. We got all this stuff. Hey, listen, just to let you know, Michelle, Jimmy Cap's deputy, go to jimmycaps.com. She's got a Christmas album, Christmas at Home with Michelle. Does that mean Jimmy's going to be there?
Oh, it's a dandy.
You got some mail.
Now, here's the funny thing. You have some mail. We get mail for you. Renee's going to pass it out.
I
Who
do.
we got?
We've got Jim Ed Brown.
What?
Fan mail that comes to us.
Can I open it here or what?
Bill Anderson, we've got fan mail.
It's a
Jimmy
bill.
Fortune, we got fan mail.
Oh, Jimmy Fortune got
Bill
something.
Anderson, we got fan mail. And Jim Ed Brand, we got fan mail.
So the rest of y'all get busy. For some reason, you know, they'll write to the Opry for you. They'll write any place just trying to get a letter to you. And for some reason, those come to us. And we figured we'd deliver them now that everybody's here. So now that we've done that.
Well, you
we feel
notice that Helen and I didn't get any, and Linda, I guess that's because men don't write. That is my story, and I
Men
am
can't
sticking
write.
to it.
All we can do is pay bills.
You know what? This letter that I just read here, this is the nicest thing anybody could say, and we all get this, and especially since we started doing Country's Family Reunion and the diner, said, we have never seen you in person, but we feel like we know you.
Yeah.
That is the nicest thing anybody could say.
You bet.
And we owe a lot of that to you.
We have all been given a special blessing to be able to be a part of that and do it. I just got factored into the loop somewhere and am so appreciative of God giving us the opportunity to do it. And that's where I lay it. Jimmy knows that. Bill knows that. You all know that. It's just, it is a real blessing from the Lord to be able to work with you folk and produce Country's Family Reunion and Larry's Country Diner. So, Jimmy Fortune. I made a joke. I said, "Oh ho, holy night," but it's
putting a little Santa in there.
Yeah, Buddy Green's going to write that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
oh ho,
hold
holy
your
night.
breath.
But you're going to do oh holy night for us.
Right. I'm gonna attempt to do it.
You're going to do it. And it's on. Is it on Christmas country style?
It is on Feels
It
Like
is.
Christmas, and it is on Christmas Country Style, which is a kind of a live CD that I did at Christmas. I went home back to Nelson County, where I'm from, in Virginia, and I did a kind of a live DVD there. So out of the DVD, we did did a CD as well.
Well, there is a DVD also, right?
Right. Yeah, there you go. There's
That's
a DVD
it.
right there. Yeah, so we got that too.
Now,
And if you look, you can find it in any yard sale near you.
So, listen to you. I don't believe that for a minute. Jimmy Fortune, oh holy night.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine. Jimmy Cap's on the guitar there, y'all.
Man. Thank you. Yes, Cherie. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being a part of this little Christmas show. We got a couple of minutes. Why don't you grab one of your harmonicas there and play something Christmassy for
Some
us.
jingle bells.
Okay. Jingle
What key?
bells.
G?
G?
Yeah. How about little jingle bells?
Yeah.
Y'all sing along on this, all right?
Okay. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
In one horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. In a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah. Mercy.
Hey, if you like that one, you're gonna love this one. Or this one.